Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I pray that you are off to an amazing start to your Saturday. Happy weekend to you. I don't know what your week was like and how things were for you, but I pray that today will be a day of maybe rejuvenation, a day of self-care. Good morning, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining. I know today I have a really full day starting in about 50 minutes. Good morning, Geraldine. Thank you so much for joining. Have the workshop today. So if you have not registered for the 3Ds that makes a difference, the 3Ds that made a difference workshop, it is happening today from 1 to 3. Good morning, Toya. Thank you so much for joining. So I pray that you're registered, that you're looking forward to being with me and some more individuals on this morning. And so we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. So for those that are a part of the workshop, go ahead and get your Zoom right, get your face right, get yourself together, because we're going to be ready. We're going to be on and popping at 1 o'clock. So I'm super excited about that. The 3Ds that made a difference workshop. Come ready to, explore ideas, and not just, with us, but in your own head, so that you would leave there with a plan, So I'm super excited. If you have not registered, good morning, Shakia. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Nikita. Thank you so much for joining. If you have not registered for the 3Ds, that made a difference workshop. Good morning, Belinda. Thank you so much for joining. It's happening today. Good morning, Mary. Thank you so much for joining. The workshop is happening today. You can dial in on the phone. That's why I am up early. Yes, super excited. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Willie. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a while. You see what the title of this live feed is. It says, it requires the same energy for both. So why not choose the one that make you happy and will make you smile? And I'm talking about success and failure. When we fail, there's energy that is being put out. When we succeed, there's energy that we're putting out. Why is it that we would choose to keep on going around this same old mountain and hitting these same corners and circles versus, choosing to say, what, I am tired of being down here, tired of doing this thing. So if we're going to have to put out energy anyway, why not choose the one that will make you happy? And why not choose the one that will put a smile on your face? So I am so grateful for the day. And when you look around and when you talk to people, when you just observe some things, you see that there is so much going on. There are so many people, they're just lost. They're lost. They're lost. They're lost. They're trying to find their place. They're trying to find their purpose. They're trying to find their passion, and they're hurting. People are hurting. They are, but I think, we have to get to a point that we just surrender all and say, I don't know nothing. I can't do nothing. I'm not worried about nothing. We consume our mind with a lot of things that we don't have any control over. We consume our mind over things that we do not have any authority to even change it. You have to just pray. We have to pray and give it over to God, because we will worry ourselves to death and it don't fix a thing. It won't change a thing. It doesn't add to our stature. It doesn't add to our, it takes away from us. It takes a lot from us. When we worry, it takes a lot from us. Good morning, Robert. Thank you so much for joining. Worry is draining. It takes a lot from you when you worry, and it doesn't change the situation. It adds to it. It adds to it. So when you have a decision, if I'm gonna go, left, or if I'm gonna go right, and left is going to have me down, sick. Left is going to keep me out. Good morning, Lakeisha. Thank you so much for joining. Left is going to keep me depressed and stressed. I'm not going left. I'm going to have to hit this right. I may have to start over. I may have to connect with some new people. I may have to start, from the bottom. That's okay. But do it with a smile, because we can take the lessons that we learn from, whatever we went through, whatever we encountered, whatever we experienced, whatever disappointments that we had. We can take those lessons and learn from them. And when we go right, we can build on them. But I see there are so many people, it's like they're not happy with this situation. They're not happy in their marriages. They're not happy in their relationship. They're not even happy in their own skin. They're not happy within the body, in the frame that they're in. They're not happy. So I want to know, what are some things that you are working on to thrive in your life? Maybe there's somebody on here that just cannot find their way. Maybe there's somebody on here that just do not have a clue on which way to go. Maybe if you can share what you're doing with people, maybe that would help somebody. Maybe, sometimes we sit back and we're so quiet and sometimes we're so critical. But maybe if we can offer, some tips or some pointers or, some daily practices, some things that you do. Good morning, Mercy. Thank you so much for joining. What are some things that you do to keep yourself abreast, to keep yourself encouraged, to keep yourself growing, keep yourself thriving? What are some things that you do? I had to kill that mosquito. He's just flying all around and bothering me. What are some things that you do that keep you focused, that keep you, desiring to live the life of your dream, to say that, I am going to work? Because see, this is the thing about success. Success requires us to be willing to do something every day. Success don't come by chance. It comes it comes through intentionality. Success does not come by mistake. I don't know a successful person that just stumbled upon success. It was intentional. Success must be intentional. There are things that we have to do every day. And I mean, sometimes what you do, it may change from day to day. But on a day-to-day basis, we have to be doing something. It's just like being in a relationship. Relationships don't just survive and they don't just thrive just because we exist. And it's not a one-sided thing. I think, even in today's society, our children think it's one-sided. It's not just on the parents. When you get old enough and when you're old enough, it's a two-sided thing. All relationships are two-sided. You got to put in order for you to get out. You got to put in on your job in order for you to get out. You got to put in your business in order for you to get out. You got to put in. You can't even go get anything out the bank if you don't put anything in. I think a lot of places and a lot of people, they want it to be one-sided, but it's about reciprocity. You get when you give and you give when you get. It's a thing where, you give and take. You have to compromise. Some things you have to come to an agreement. Everything you're not going to be in agreement with initially. Everything you're not going to like it initially, but you have to, there have to be some common ground. It's not fair to no one person, for one person to always have their way and the other person never have a say. It's not fair for one person the one person or the one group always have to give and they don't never have nothing to receive. We have to know that sowing and reaping is still into effect. That is a law by God, that when you sow, you reap. You will reap what you sow. So if you're not putting out anything, we cannot expect to receive anything. But when we put out, we can have an expectancy to say that life is going to get better. Life is going to change. We know that at some point and at some time, that there will be some things, there will be some things that's going to come out of what you give. But see, we can't have the attitude to say, well, I'm not putting out nothing. I'm not going to put out no energy. I'm not going to put out no time. I'm not going to put out no experience. I'm not going to put out any money. I'm not going to put out anything. But then we'll sit back and say nothing is changing for me. But see, success it has to be intentional. It's not just you're not going to stumble up on it. It's going to be where you're going to have to take, intentional actions and towards an intentional direction. In order for you to get into a intentional place, you're going to have to do something on purpose. It's not going to be by mistake. You're going to have to be willing to do some things on purpose to say, you know what? This is what I want. These are the things that are required to get it. And these are the things that I'm willing to do. Sometimes we have to leave some places, some people, and some things in order for us to achieve the goals that we desire. But we have to have a mindset to believe that where I am is not going to get me there. What I've always done is not going to get me there. So I got to do some things different. This is a season for you to do things differently. And sometimes when you say you're going to do things differently, people that you have been around, they don't like it. They don't support it. They don't understand it. Good morning, Rita. Thank you so much for joining. When you say you're going to do things differently, you have people in your life, they do not support it. They don't understand it. They will not come. They will not do it. They will not be a part of it. But that's okay. You have to make up in your mind that you're ready. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready for a change. You're ready for a difference. You're ready to be able to draw from abundance and get out of this mindset of lack. You are ready. You got to say that I'm ready. I am ready to make an impact. I'm ready to make a difference. I'm ready to make an about face. I'm ready to turn around from the things that I've always known. I'm ready to take a chance on doing something different. So if I'm going to do something, if I'm going to choose something, I'm going to choose the thing that's going to make me happy. I'm going to choose the thing that's going to put a smile on my face. I am not going to choose a thing. I'm not going to choose a thing that's going to have me dreading. I'm not going to choose a thing that have me just simply existing. See, I think that we feel like when we exist that we doing something. But existing alone is not going to do it. I got to put this in the comment myself. I'm ready. I am ready to, I am so ready. I am so ready because see, it is so, we don't have to choose. I am ready. I am ready. I'm ready to explore the world. I am ready. And sometimes I know for some of us we're saying, with the pandemic, with COVID-19, with the coronavirus, with the, social distancing, with all this unsurety, that's what fear is. Fear is on the other side of awareness. You are only afraid because you don't know. We are only afraid because we don't know. When we become knowledgeable and when we become aware, when we begin to know, the only reason we're not doing what we want to do because we don't know how. But do you know how? Do you know how? And I don't want to get in my training this morning, but do you know how to get what you want? How to do what you need to do? Good morning, Dr. Simi. Thank you so much for joining. The only reason we are not doing what we want to do is because we don't know how. That's the opposite of fear. Fear is not being aware of what's on the other side. It's false evidence that is appearing real. But when you know the danger, when I know that there's a dog on the other side of the fence, I'm not going to be scared if I'm not scared of dogs. See, we are only afraid when we don't know. See, we are afraid of success because we don't know. We don't know. We don't know if we're going to succeed. We don't know if we're going to succeed. So I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this training today. If you have not invested those $17, if you have not said, I'm going to make a 2-hour investment in me, that can be your self-care for today. That $17, instead of you going to get your toes done or your fingers done, instead of you going to do something, pay that $17, meet me at 1 o'clock and be ready. The 3 Ds that made a difference. You got to say that I am ready for a difference. We've been doing the same thing for a long time. I'm 42. I've seen a lot of the same stuff over and over. We'll complain about the same stuff and we will do the same thing. Thank you so much, Shanti, because I have a session at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. What I got? Wait a minute. Hold on. What I got? Yes, I got a 9 o'clock this morning. I have a 10 o'clock this morning, I have 11 o'clock this morning, and then I have a 1 o'clock. Yes. If you don't invest in yourself, girl, if you don't shut up, I can drop my phone now, but I can't drop my phone. That was a mouthful. And it's not something that we haven't heard. It's something that we commonly hear. But you know what? It is not even the things that, you know what I think about, even this thing. If we don't invest in ourselves, who will? We hear it all the time, but we don't do it. And then think about this. You know, a lot of times, it is not the things that we don't know, but it's the things that we know that we don't do that is the cause of our failure. I'm going to say that again. It is not the things that we don't know. We know a lot of stuff. You know that? Over the years, we have acquired a lot of knowledge. We know a lot of stuff. We have picked up a lot of stuff about a lot of things. But it's not about how much we know. Because see, if we was living according to what we knew, if we was living according to what we knew, we'll be batting 1,000. But it's not the things that we know. It's the things that we know that we don't do. It's the things that we know that we don't take actions upon. It is the things that we know that we do not execute, that we're not intentional. You know, it's almost like being overweight. You know the foods that you eat. You know when you don't exercise. You know when you don't drink water. You know when you don't get enough sleep. You already know you're going to gain weight. But what we do? We will eat what we want to eat. We'll eat late. We'll eat all day long. We'll snack. We won't get enough sleep. We don't drink water. We don't exercise. And then we'll act surprised when we gain weight, when the scale ain't right. But we know what to do. We know that we need to eat, you know, baked foods and broiled foods over fried food. We know we need vegetables and fruits. We know we need to drink water and stop drinking things that are filled with sugar and extra sodium. Looking forward to the conference, Coach O. Good morning, Camellia. So looking forward to being there. I'm super excited about it. You know, but we know what to do. It's not that we don't know. It's what we don't do. But you know what? I think a lot of us, we've gotten a few years over on us, and we feel like I'm embarrassed to tell people that I am not where I want to be. So I just sit here and I suffer. And then we'll get to a point that when our health is degrading, when we can't do the same things as we did when we were in our 20s, early 30s. And then we'll sit back in our, you know, latter 40s and, you know, mid 50s and early 60s, and we'll say it's too late. But it's not too late. It is not too late. The most successful people, they're just getting started at 60. You know, Colonel Sanders, you know, he started KFC in his 60s. So it's not too late for you. It's not too late for me, you know, but we don't want to keep on delaying time thinking that we got time, because we know that time waits on no man. Time waits on no woman. So I want you to, you know, really evaluate, you know, how are you living your life? Good morning, Dee. Thank you so much for joining. How are you living your life? And you know, sometimes when we get aha moments, it's not because it's something new. But do you know something new that is not being used is just like it's new to me? You know, when you think about, you know, a lot of times we think that it got to be something flashy and it got to be something over the top. It's not the over the top and flashy things that makes you progress. It's the small things that's put together, you know, one small thing. It's not the whole staircase that make you get to the top. It's one step at a time. It's not the things that you don't know. It's the things that you do know, but you're not using. It is those things. See, I know sometimes when we get a part of things, we thinking, oh, they're gonna give me gold and diamonds. It's not gold and diamonds, but sometimes they can give you a map and a shovel and tell you it's over there. Just look for it. Just look for it. See, a lot of times we want things to be, you know, we want it to drop in our lap. You know, I remember when he dropped manna from heaven. He dropped manna, but they still had to go get it. He didn't tell them, you stay in your tent and you just lay back and open up your mouth. Or, you know, God was so good, he could have just put food in your stomach if he wanted to. But some stuff we have to go after. We have to get it. And do you know the things that you work for, you feel better in having them? That's why our kids are the way they are. That's why they feel entitled, because they have no grit and they have no grind. And it doesn't teach them anything when they don't have to work for anything, when they can just sit back with their hands outstretched as if they deserve what they get, when they don't deserve it. They don't even follow direction. They don't do. And then we wonder why we have failed marriages. We wonder why we have failed relationships, because when we don't learn, we can't do. We can't do what we don't know. We can't do what we haven't learned. It sounds good. We say a lot of stuff that we do not do. We don't do it. And so I want you to have an open mind. I want you to say, if I am going to spend energy on something, let it be something that makes me happy. Let it be something that makes me smile. Let it be something that makes me impact the world. Let it be something, when I come on here, I light up. Why? Because I love it. I love talking to you. I love to see you doing things. I love to see you moving and shaking. I love to see you growing. I love to see you get excited. I love it. I love it. So I don't dread coming on here thinking, I got to do another live, and I'm afraid of the camera, and I may not have. But I don't care if it's not but one person on here. If it's one person, if I can change one person, I'm excited. If I can get you living your dream, if I can encourage you enough to say that this thing that I'm doing is not really what I want to do, but I'm afraid to do the thing that I really want to do because I'm afraid of the outcome. I'm afraid of what people are going to think. I'm afraid of what they're going to say. But if I can encourage you to live the life of your dream and to unwrap the gift God gave you, if I can encourage you to unwrap your creativity, if I can encourage you to be an inspiration for you to motivate other people, for you to empower other people, for you to inspire other people, for you to say, thrive, friend, thrive, girl, you can do it. It makes all the difference in the world. Thank you so much. I'm changing, Coach. Yes, I love it. And see, if sometimes we in our shell, and sometimes we in our comfort zone. Sometimes we feel like, I'm just this introvert. It's okay to be an introvert. You don't have to be as loud, and you don't have to be as joyful, and you don't have to be as cheerful as me, but you don't have to be miserable. You don't have to live a life to say, I'm just existing. No, boo. You want to be where you're celebrated and not tolerated, where people are coming for you, what you have to offer, what you have to give. Good morning, Courtney. Thank you so much for joining. So I want you to come ready. I want you to come ready. Have a mind that you're going to have a plan for your life when you leave the workshop on today. The workshop is virtual. You don't have to pay no parking fee. You don't have to get no flight. You don't have to spend no gas. You don't have to get no hotel. All you got to do is say, I'm putting 2 hours into me. Why not join us today for the 3 Ds that made a difference? The 3 Ds that makes a difference. It's only $17 in 2 hours. Let that be your self-care day today. Let that say that I'm going to do something for me. I've been putting out and giving in. I've been doing for everybody else. Let me do something for me. We want to be celebrated and not tolerated. Why would we stay in places where they don't even want you there? They don't even like you. They don't even like you, let alone love you. They don't care about what you bring to the table. They don't want to eat your food. You done went in there and you done slayed over that dish that you thought was the bomb.com, and they figure, who made that? No, I don't want none of that. You need to get with some people that say, girl, I need you to make me some of that thing that you made. I need you to make me some of that fruit salad that you made. I need you to do this, and I need you to make me some more designs for my t-shirts. I need you to do that. You need people that are coming after you, that want what you have. They say, girl, I like the way you do your thing. God, I like the way you do. I like the way you do it. What's your Cash App? My Cash App is Action Speaks. Let me put it here. You need to be around people. You need to be serving people. You don't need people that's looking for no refund after they come and get your stuff. You need people to say, I like what you got. Keep doing it. And when you have those type of people, they will share it. They will share it. They will share their experience. They would share their experience to say, you need people like Ashanti in your life. When you meet them, you with them. You need people like, a Camellia in your life. When you meet them, when God send them, they right there and said, you know what, I don't know what Coach, you talk a lot. But then, Coach, you talk a lot. But I love it. You really brought some things to the table that I didn't think about. You need some people like a Nikita in your life that said, when I found you, you need to have some people in your life like a Belinda. You need some people that when you get connected, you need some people like a Dr. Simi. Good morning, Bishop Johnson. Thank you so much for joining. You need some people like a D in your life. You need some people like an Onika in your life, or Dr. Simi in your life. You need some people like a Rita in your life. You need some people like Mercy in your life, like Willie in your life. You need people like a Robert in your life. You know why? You need people like a Mary in your life. You need people like Jerlene, like Shakia. Do you know why you need people like that? Like a Bishop Johnson. Do you know why you need people like everybody that's on this live this morning? And if I didn't call your name, we need people like you, because you're here, you're listening, you're here, you're doing something. It's 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. You can be still in the bed. You're hungry and you're looking for something. You need people that are hungry, people that said that, you know what? I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied. I'm happy with my life, but I am not satisfied with where I am, because I know that there is more to life than this. I know that there is more to my life than this. You need people that say, I'm happy, I'm grateful for what I have, but I know that there's more to get. I'm grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for what I have. Yes, ma'am. But I am so looking forward to what I can have, what I can get. You don't need people that settle to say, you know what, I have enough, just enough to pay my bills. I have just enough. You need to get connected. There is more. I believe that there is so much more. You know, when you know that there is nothing that this earth needs that this earth don't have. The earth keep on replenishing. Trees keep growing. When you plant a tree, every year you got pecans coming off of them. You got pears coming off of them. You got peaches. You got oranges. You got apples. You got bananas. You got stuff that keep on producing. You got things that keep on coming. You got stuff that keep on. You got to say that I'm happy, but I am not satisfied. And when you're not satisfied, it keeps you creative. It keeps your wheels turning. It keeps you wondering. It keeps you looking. It keeps you seeking. It keeps you saying that every day I got to do something. Every day I got to move. Every day is another day to make a difference. So I'm excited. This conference is not just for women. And it's not a conference, it's a workshop. The 3 Ds that made a difference. Cash out me your $17. Send me your email so I can send you your workbook. Don't worry about if you haven't did the pre-work. It's going to be fun. This is to get your juices flowing, to get your mind open, to get you thinking about things you haven't thought about, to get your wheels turning, to get you connected with other people that think like you, that act like you. They ain't got to be like you, but you want to be connected with people that are happy but not satisfied. You want to be connected with people that are seeking to go to another place, and they're willing to put in the time. You need to be connected with people like me. I'm going to do what I do every day. I don't have a day that I say that, you know what, this day, I just don't. This morning, I was crying my eyes out. In prayer, I was crying my eyes out. But you know what? When you come from before the Lord, you can cry before God, but when you come out, you straighten up your face. You straighten up your face. And you don't look like what you're going through. You don't be more of a problem than you are a solution. And sometimes, and it's scary, People that pray for other people, they need more. This may hurt some people's feelings, but like they need more prayer than they're giving prayer. You're supposed to be the one that's standing in the gap and know that God will fix it. He will change it. He will turn it around. He will work that thing out. You need to figure it out. What you're supposed to do. Purpose. Yeah. So look, today. 3 Ds that made a difference. Don't let $17 stop you. Don't let the enemy tell you you so busy that you don't have time. Busy doing what and you broke? Busy doing what and you're worrying? You need something to occupy your mind, occupy your space. You need something that will make you change the way you're thinking. You need something that will interrupt your story. Because see, the story that you've been telling yourself is that this is the best that I can do. That's a lie. That's not the best you can do. That's not the best you can have. That's not the best you can be. You need something and somebody to interrupt your story to say, you know what they told you, that's not true. You got something in you. You have something in you that is waiting to come out. And you know when? When is the best time to let it come out? The best time is now. The best time is now. Don't wait another day. Don't wait another week. Thank you so much, Courtney. Don't wait another month. Don't tell yourself that, I'm going to do it. Don't wait until it's over and say, let me know when you have another one. Come to this one. Come to this one. Come to this one. And when another one comes, when you come to this one, you will already be ready. You will already be ready for when the next one comes and say, when are you going to have another one? Because I need some more of this. And for me to make this affordable at $17, if you're not going to do nothing at $17, you're not looking to do nothing. And can I just be real with you? You're not looking to do nothing. Because see, you don't have to get on no plane. You don't have to get on no bus. You don't have to get no rental, no hotel. You don't have to travel no miles and hours. You don't have to have no fixed up. You don't have to be all prettied up. You don't got to get your hair done. You ain't got to go get no new outfit. You ain't got to do none of that. You can just say, I'm going to come with my notebook, my paper, my pen with an open mind, and I'm going to be there. I'm ready. I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to make a difference. I am ready to make a difference. Not just in my life, but in the lives that I have been assigned to. I am ready. I'm ready. So if you're ready, join us today at 1 o'clock. My goal is to have 20. If I don't have 20, I can have 2. We gonna bring it. We gonna still bring it. It's not that I wanted 20, but if I don't have 20, I'm not going to feel no certain way or feel like, you know what, since I don't have 20, I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to bring what I was going to bring if I had 100. I'm going to bring it if I had 1. Thank you so much, D. I'm ready. If you're just coming on, go back and listen at the replay. I'm getting ready to go into, I have a meeting at 9, 10, 11, and then the meeting at 1. But you know what? It's all worth it. A lot of times we say, oh, I'm just in this and this and this. I'm tired of being on Zoom and I'm tired of being on the phone. But are you tired of being broke? Are you tired of worrying? Are you tired of being lonely? Are you tired of feeling like you're a failure? Get tired of that enough that you're willing and ready to do something about it. I'm ready. Cash out me, Action Speaks, is in the comments. I'll put it in here when we close out. Also, send me your email so I can send you your workbook. I'm super excited. It's only $17. And you got time. Whatever you got to do, get your stuff out the way. Go and wash your little load of clothes and do what you got to do. And if you got to do it tomorrow, do it tomorrow. How are you? I have been blessed, a bit busy, but I'm here. Blessings flow. You was great, Onika Shirley. Thank you so much, Onika. Yes. What all do we have to do for the teaching? All you got to do is send your cash out. Send me your email and be ready at 1 o'clock. We'll be on Zoom. 1 o'clock. Good morning, Onika. Thank you so much for joining. Share this out. All you got to do, cash out, send me your email, be ready at 1 o'clock. We'll be on Zoom. If you don't have Zoom on your phone, go ahead and get your Zoom app. Thank you so much, Shanti. I appreciate it. Go ahead and get your Zoom app downloaded. I will be on about 10 minutes before the hour, and we'll work out some things. I'm super excited. Let's come ready to roll. Let's come ready. The 3 Ds that made a difference. And you don't have to be local. Onika, we'd love for you to join us 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, inbox me so I can give you the information. Would love for you to join us on today, 1 o'clock, 1 to 3. God bless you all. I have a couple of engagements again, 9, 10, 11, but it's all worth it to me. It's all worth it to me because I would rather live a busy life that's productive, value added, and making money versus being busy or being bored and broke. busy, bored, and broke don't work. We have to be productive, adding value, making money so we can make a difference in the world. Because see, you can't make a difference in the world broke. You can talk, but sometimes people need some other stuff. We can't help feed the hungry and house the homeless and do these things when we ain't got nothing to bring but a bunch of talk. A bunch of talk don't go too far. So God bless you. Looking to see you all at 1 o'clock. I'll put the flyer there. Praise God. Hope that you have an amazing day. Let this 2-hour workshop be your self-care day. I guarantee you, you'll leave there feeling better, fired up. God bless you. Talk to you later. Bye.